The Bills are back in town. First home game in close to a month for Buffalo. Will it equate to a win and cover over the Titans? We're going to find out in just a second. But first, I want to talk to you about a promo that we have going on at Wager Talk this week. Any handicapper, rest of the NFL season, using coupon code NFL399. It's a great offer that's only going on this week, and you can lock in whatever handicapper you want, rest of their NFL plays through the Super Bowl using NFL399 as the coupon code. And also check out my full season college basketball package at an insane discount, the biggest discount we're going to offer all year. If you get it before the season using coupon code TRIGCBB, that's TRIGCBB, it's every play I make from tip-off on November 4th through one shining moment on Championship Monday. I'm up near 50 units profit in college basketball across the last 2 seasons, and I intend to do it again this year, and I hope to have you on board with me. All right, let's talk NFL. These videos have been really good. My NFL personally, the last 2 weeks, client plays have not been great, but you know what? We have cashed these YouTube videos. Now, I think I know back-to-back weeks, and I'm pretty sure we've got 3 straight, as far as these YouTube standalone videos in the NFL. I've got 2 of them coming for you this week. Here, we're going to talk about the Bills, and I'm looking toward laying the points here with the Bills. Listen, the Bills have not been home. As I said at the top, they have not been home in a while. Close to a month. They've played 3 straight on the road. 4 of their last 5 have been on the road. It's actually kind of incredible when you think about it that the Bills have only been home once since opening weekend and have really only played 1 bad quarter of football on this field all season. And that was the first quarter they played all year against the Arizona Cardinals when they spotted the Cardinals a lead in that game and then stormed right back, dominated the last 3 quarters of the game, and ended up winning that game 34-28. The other game at home, who could forget Monday Night Football, wire-to-wire beatdown for the Bills over the Jaguars. Touchdowns on their first 5 drives. They won the game 47-10. The crowd was electric. It was never close. And I think you're going to get the same crowd here. That's the one thing about Bills games. If you haven't been to many Bills games, the crowd is always awesome. The fan base always shows up. It doesn't matter if it's a Monday Night Football game. It doesn't matter if it's Sunday at 1. Tends to be a terrific atmosphere, terrific crowd for the Bills. And that's something I could really see, the Titans struggling with here. Now, I was very high on the Titans coming into this season, but that was before, A, I got to see Will Levis play football a couple times in real time, and B, all the defensive injuries that have sort of piled up for this Titans team this year. And it's just kind of become obvious that they weren't going to pan out to be the team I thought they were going to be. And I'm glad I sort of did that 180, because if I didn't, there was probably a good chance that I would have been on the Titans last week, where they really just were not good at all. A terrible performance against the Colts. And that's a Colts team that's not as good as this Bills team, a Colts defense that's not as good as this Bills defense. And that's why I don't think things improve much here for the Titans. The Bills, Levis was terrible last week, to the point where Calvin Ridley was noticeably frustrated. Between the mistakes Levis made early in the year to cost them games, and now just his general play, I just don't see how it improves a whole lot here, especially when you're up against a Bills team that's got a better pass rush than the Colts. And then you're going to have to deal with that crowd I was talking about, who hasn't had a home football game in close to a month. So, you can bet that the Bills fans are going to be, at an 11 out of 10 right out of the gate, haven't had a home football game in close to a month. And I don't know how Levis is going to deal with that, since he's been rattled by far less so far this season. The Titans, where they struggle right now defensively, where their injuries are starting to pile up, is in the back 7. The secondary is just not as good as what I expected it to be this year, and they really don't defend the middle of the field. The middle of the field is a real soft spot in that Titans defense, and if there's going to be someone that's going to exploit that, it's Josh Allen, who, I guess you could say he had a down game against the Ravens, and Maybe didn't play his best ball in the loss to the Texans, but Josh Allen's still an MVP candidate, in my opinion. And he is going to be a nightmare for this Titans defense this weekend with his ability to run the ball and then exploit the middle of the field. So the number feels big here, but I think it's big for a reason. You know, I get that people are going to look at this and say, oh, well, the Bills deserve to lose on Monday night. Maybe, but they didn't. And, you know, the Jets still hit on a Hail Mary before halftime to give them 7 points in that game. That was a little bit fortunate. And yet the Bills still found a way to win and win their third consecutive road game. That was a terrible spot on Monday night for the Bills, and they still emerged victorious. This is just a much easier matchup, in my opinion. We've seen the Bills now twice at home this year. They ran the Jaguars out of this building, and they probably cover against the Cardinals if they don't dig themselves like whatever it was, a 17-0, 10-0 hole. I know they kind of dug themselves a hole right out of the gate and then kind of snapped out of it and ended up winning, almost covered in the end. They won that game 34-28. I see a similar effort at home here from the Bills. The Titans have issues right now. They might fix them long term, but it's going to be hard to turn around from last week and just go on the road to Buffalo and fix some of like what I consider to be pretty big problem areas for the Titans right now, which honestly, the defensive issues probably won't be fixed until they get healthy or healthier. So I like the Bills here. I think the Bills could blow this one open. I think this could be a very one-sided game. I believe it's -8, -8.5, maybe up to -9 some places. Bills feel like the right side here. I think they come and just blow Tennessee out. And so I would lay the points with the Bills in this one. Like and subscribe if you like these NFL free play videos. Please like and subscribe and check out the Wager Talk YouTube channel. I've hit both of my NFL videos here on YouTube. The NFL video plays on YouTube back-to-back weeks, and I've got another one coming for this week. So check that out and give me a follow on all platforms at Adam Trigger WT. We'll talk to you guys soon and hope everyone cashes their NFL bets this weekend.